I want to briefly share how to set up a Works Cited page. If you're wanting information on general page formatting or formatting in-text citations, those parenthetical citations that go in the writing of the document itself, you can find other resources in the course. For the Works Cited page, basically that consists of a list of full citations of all the sources that have been used in your paper. There should be no citation in your works cited page that does not have a corresponding in-text citation and vice versa. I have actually seen that a lot in student writing where a citation that was in the paper doesn't make it onto the works cited page at the end, or vice versa, where I'll see a source listed in the works cited page that was never used in the paper. Perhaps the student was thinking, oh, this was a helpful source, I'm going to list it here, even though I haven't used it in the paper. But that's not the purpose of a works cited page. A works cited page is basically provided to the reader as a full citation of each of the sources listed in the paper itself. But a few other things to keep in mind. Where is your works cited page? It's at the very end of your essay, and it should always start on a new page. So even if, say, your essay ends just one line on page 5, you need to go all the way down and start on page 6, your works cited page. The works cited page will begin with the title Works Cited. You'll click enter one time and begin your first citation. Remember to maintain double spacing throughout. Additionally, your sources should be listed in alphabetical order. Whatever is the first letter of the beginning of the citation, that determines the alphabetical order that it is listed in. Additionally, sources should be formatted as hanging indents. I will demonstrate what this looks like in a moment and how to do it. But the first line should be aligned all the way to the left, while all subsequent lines should be indented half an inch. I've found that this is typically only accomplished by toggling the word processors ruler at the top of the page. Again, I'll demonstrate how that works. Also, I recommend, with caution, to use an online citation generator. However, what you should do is enter all the information manually rather than depend on some pre-automated citation, because there's a good chance that that automated citation is incorrectly formatted. Okay, so this is what a works cited page looks like. Again, I'm going to demonstrate in a second how to create this, what's called this hanging indent. Notice that the header is still here, okay? Last name and page number, and then the title Works Cited. It's not bolded, it's not italicized, it's not in quotation marks. It says specifically Works Cited. Hit enter one time, go to the next line, and begin the first citation. Notice alphabetical order, D, E, G. This is all in alphabetical order. And you'll notice this what's called hanging indent. If you're interested in this, this is basically how a citation is ordered. Again, you don't necessarily need to memorize this, especially if you're using a citation generator. And you won't always use all of this information. You may have a source that doesn't have all of this information. It may not be applicable, such as a version or a volume number. Some things may not be multiple volumes. Okay, I'm going to move from this. I'm going to show you an example of what this looks like. Let's zoom in a little bit, go all the way to a sample works cited page here. Okay, this is correctly formatted, but let me just unformat this for a second, just so you can see a little bit of what this looks like. Okay, say I'm at this place right here where I have alphabetical order B, H, R. But now I need to create hanging indents. I'm going to highlight all of it, or I can just highlight one source at a time, but you can actually highlight the whole thing. And then up here, make sure that you have the ruler showing here at the top. You're going to pull over this bottom triangle half an inch. It's going to bring everything over half an inch. And then it's a little delicate, but pull this upper bar rectangle, and there are your hanging indents. And that is what you need to know for a works cited page.